2 families, 4 stories about the big C. 6 years ago, Nic's daughter, Kenzie Russell, succumbed to bone cancer. The day we met her mum would have been her 9th birthday.
This is a lasting legacy to a beautiful girl. On her day.
They say everything happens for a reason. Kenzie's gift is the charity that bears her name, providing support for families coping with cancer.
Right, okay, that's how you can jump. Get it.
A cause close to Nic's heart after battling breast cancer herself. Through the charity, she met Tracy Richardson and her daughter, Kelsey.
I had mastectomy and I had chemotherapy and radiotherapy, but it was 6 months from start to finish. It was basically you know, getting back to normal life. My hair had grown back and I was feeling really good. And then, yeah, my beautiful, she was blonde, used to be blonde, my beautiful little blonde 9-year-old, 2 years later, just got some lumps on the side of her neck.
Kelsey was diagnosed with leukemia.
You could share a lot of things.
We swapped wig stories, eh, darling?
One time I wore her wig.
Yeah, but her wig was too small for me, so I couldn't wear it.
The charity's designed diaries to help kids navigate their way through their journey with cancer.
The books are awesome. The kids' journey book, which is for 5 to 12-year-olds, is really bright and it's got lots of stuff that this age group are really interested in. And they can pick it up whenever they want and kind of fill bits in and personalise it.
So it's a really kind of colourful and engaging but practical way for children to understand the actual reality of what's happening.
There's also toolkits for adults.
Because a lot of the times is after a diagnosis of cancer with your child, your brain just fries. Just lots of support strategies and places to go and explaining terminology and all that new world that you kind of move into.
Psychologist Nigel Latta says support needs to extend to the whole family.
Giving all of the family away, you know, mums, dads, siblings and the little person himself, ways to understand it's really important because that's the stuff that relieves a lot of stress and it makes it easier to get through. Worry and anxiety are not really what people need when they're going through this stuff.
Tough emotions to grapple with, especially for siblings like Kenzie's older brother, Connor.
All of a sudden, when you think about it, our family within a couple of days have been thrown into disarray. Connor all of a sudden hadn't got his mum at home. He did get jealous, he did get angry because his sister was getting all the attention, normal sibling stuff.
They're like the forgotten child.
Kelsey's brother McLean knows more than an 8-year-old ought to know about the disease.
Cancer must just feel so normal to him.
Unfortunately, that's so sad. This is huge for him as well, and also for my husband and I. So all the support that we can get to help us as a family unit get through this in the best possible shape, that's what it's all about.
A lot of kids, their ability to cope is quite amazing, but just the ability by itself isn't enough. They need a framework to kind of wrap that ability around.
Kenzie's gift emphasises the need to keep everyone, no matter what age, in the loop.
And it's always much better to tell a child a sad truth than a mistruth, and then put the support mechanisms around them to help them deal with that tough stuff.
And celebrate the small stuff. Like Kelsey's first school camp next week.
Yeah, it was cool. It's cool because I missed out last year, so.
It was a bit touch and go, wasn't it? Because we had to wait for a blood count results.
Yeah, I didn't think that I'd be able to go to camp.
Little Kenzie Russell never got to go to camp. She spent a third of her tiny life in Auckland's Starship Oncology Ward.
You come to somewhere like this and the stuff that a lot of us worry about, you know, which preschool should we send them to and is Johnny in the top reading group, it's all bollocks.
At last, something tangible to come from tragedy.
Hopefully others will get, you know, something from her gift to them.